Julie, great question about Obama health care. This thing's going to be a nightmare for the country to figure out how it works. It really is overreaching by the federal government beyond belief. A lot of employers are not going to go through the paperwork to keep their employees insured. In some cases, it's better for them to pay the fines than it is to keep insuring people. And I've always felt this is a backdoor way to get everybody under government-run health care. But the issue of whether or not it would be income to you if your employer makes a payment under this plan, the answer is no for most people. Now, if you got one of these Cadillac plans, and it's hard to define what that is, then there could be some taxable consequence to you. If your employer offers you a very generous plan, there could be some taxable consequences to the employee. For the most part, that's not true. You can call our office. We can answer your particular question, given the economic facts in your case, give you a better answer. But the problem I've got with this whole health care takeover is it's going to make it hard for private business to stay in the healthcare business. You're going to have less options as an individual to buy your private health care outside the government. Nobody can compete with the government. The government's going to write the terms of these policies, and it's going to be very hard for people in the private sector to compete with the federal government. We're going to expand Medicaid in South Carolina tremendously. About a third of the people in South Carolina are going to be covered by Medicaid because they raised the income levels so much. And at the end of the day, Medicaid has not been a good way of delivering health care to low-income South Carolinians. So I really worry that we're marching toward a single-payer plan, that this employer mandates are going to be so onerous on employers, they're just going to pay whatever fine they have to pay and drop health care for the employees, and you're going to have to wind up signing up for one of these government plans. But right now, the income tax question you ask, you're not going to have to pay income taxes on what your employer buys for you unless it's one of these Cadillac plans. And we'll learn more about this health care bill as it unfolds. I hope we can repeal it and start over. The best thing the country could do is stop this thing before it gets entrenched, because there's so many bad aspects to it that it could really put the whole economy at risk, and it's going to be terrible for business. It's going to be terrible for consumer choice, and I wish we could have found a way to reform health care without turning everything over to the government.